I live hands my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live hands my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live hands my life.
Hey, Patrice Bryant here. What a wonderful day it is to be alive. I'm so glad to be here. I hope you had a magnificent day. I am back to talk about some great stuff. Thank you all to all of my viewers who came on last week. I had Ariana from Respect Nutrition, and that was absolutely magnificent. We talked about detox, weight loss, boosting your immune system, and fitness and exercise. And with that said, I want you to know that I am back on my Facebook page called Healthy People Making Healthy Choices. If you need an accountability partner, come on to that page. And I promise you, I'm going to keep you motivated, and keeping me motivated is going to keep you motivated. And we're going to get it done because we need to be healthy, not looking to be skinny. That's not the goal. The goal is to be healthy, to be fit. We got to keep our immune up because of all these things that are going on in the atmosphere and the air. So we want to be healthy. Healthy people making healthy choices. That's emotionally, physically, spiritually, relationally, and all of the leads. All right. Again, that is Healthy People Making Healthy Choices on Facebook. Ariana was an absolute blast. I loved her. I hope you enjoyed her as well. And she, again, is located, she's at Respect Nutrition. She sells herbal life products. She's at 4009 Main Street in Bridgeport. And you can also go on her Facebook page, Respect Nutrition, and you can purchase products or contact her. She's very knowledgeable. She's a fitness coach, and she does Zumba and all those wonderful things. So, Ariana, and she's a burst of energy. Next week, we will be talking about what's going on. I want to hear what the people have to say. I'm going to have a panel of people coming on. We're going to be talking about what's going on in our world today. There's a lot going on. So let's see what the people are saying. And I encourage you, even on any of these segments, if you will go on our chat. Matter of fact, I see a couple of comments over here. Let me keep it there. Hey, hi, Michelle. Hey, Quan. Good afternoon. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. So we're going to be talking about social injustice, the pandemic, the new administration. Is it Vita Vita? Vita Vita? Anyway, the IRS is saying that you can't get your taxes done until February 12th. Something we'll be talking about. What's going on in our world? That's next week, which is February 4th at 4:30 right here on While We Wait. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We're going to be on here talking about what's going on in the world, and also sharing some solutions and some just venting, just getting it out. I'm not really political, so I'm kind of taking a risk here, but I know some very passionate people who I will be bringing on next week, and we're going to talk about what's going on. Well, guys, on today, as promised, I'm going to have my friend Cassandra Edmonds come on and talk about the NACA, her NACA experience. NACA is it is Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. It is a national program. So listen, if you know, hey, Tara, how are you? I so appreciate you coming on today. You're a great support to me. I love you so much. Hugs, kisses, air hugs and kisses. So even if you're not looking to purchase a home, please share this video because somebody is. And even if you're not ready right now, how about getting pre-approved? I know a few people who are doing this, or who have done it. Cassandra is one, and I listened to her experience, and I was like, wait, where do I sign up? So please share. If you're on YouTube, please share this video for anyone who is looking to be a first-time home owner or home buyer. All right, let's bring Cassandra on. I am so happy. Hey. How are you, Cassandra?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad that you are here with me today.
Glad to be here.
Awesome. So you know what? Let's just jump into the thick of things. First of all, again, it's called Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, and it is a national program. If you don't live in Connecticut, you can still go on NACA.com, and Cassandra's going to give us some more information. So first of all, what led you over to NACA? How did you even find out about that program?
Well, I knew it was popular in the South. I didn't even know they were in Connecticut until I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, you know what, I'm ready to buy. And he was like, why don't you go through the NACA program? And I'm like, they're in Connecticut? And he was like, yeah. So he was like, go to their website. So I went to the website, signed up for their first-time home buyer class, took the class. They gave me my NACA ID. I scheduled a meeting with one of the housing counselors and took it from there.
So tell us, kind of walk us through the steps. So what's the first thing that you do?
First thing you do is you go to their website and you register for their first-time homebuyer class. Okay,
and slow me down. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, because I want people to understand this and give us what the expectations are. So, how long is the online workshop? Give us some info. Give us some details here.
See, I did the workshop in person. It was pre-COVID. Okay. The workshop is what, like 4 hours?
4 hours.
About 4 hours. The average first-time home buyer course.
Okay. So and it is online now, of course.
Yes, with the pandemic, they are doing webinars. Okay. And then after that, you get your booklet. They'll assign you. They take your email address. They'll assign you a NACA ID number. Okay. That's your member number. And then you'll call the office to schedule to meet with a housing counselor. You go in, you meet with your housing counselor, they'll pull your credit report, they'll review your credit report, they'll ask you, how much do you want to spend for a mortgage? You tell them.
Pause right there. So, all right. So when you're assigned to a person, what did you call it? Was it a counselor?
Yeah, the housing counselor.
The housing counselor, does that person stick with you during your journey?
They stick with you through your journey until you're ready to start searching, until you're NACA qualified. And when you're NACA qualified, that means you can actually go out and start looking for a home.
Okay. Now, you said this to me before when I first found out. So guys, I happened to call Cassandra for something else. I don't even remember right now. And she was like, well, girl, let me call you back because I'm moving into my new home. I'm like, wait, moving what? And then she began to tell me about her experience. One of the things she said, and she just said it again, so I want to make certain that everyone hears that piece right there. They ask you, how much do you want to pay for a mortgage? And did they come through and work to keep you within those guidelines that you gave them?
Yes. I told them I didn't want to spend over $1,000 in a mortgage.
See, wait, I'm mad already. I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
Taxes and insurance included.
My rent is more than that. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. And can I tell what town you live in? I won't give them your address. I don't know it.
I live in Stratford.
I think that's amazing. All right. So Cassandra lives in Stratford, Connecticut, for those that don't live in there's some nice places in Stratford. That's all I want to say. But anyway, okay. So they worked with what you wanted to pay monthly.
Yes, and they will not budge for that because I have to say I seen a condo in Bridgeport that I fell in love with.
Okay.
And they told me no because it will put me over my $1,000. Okay. And I'm like, but it's only like an extra 2 or 3. That's like no.
Okay. All right. So you want to give them what you want to pay. You want to give them that number. So do they take one number or do you give them, I want to pay between this and this?
I just said, I don't want to pay no more than $1,000.
Okay.
And they took that and they worked with me on that. Okay. And I am not paying no more than $1,000.
I think it's wonderful. All right. And you're in a duplex?
Yes, I'm in a half a duplex.
Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. So we've gotten up to that part. You said that the counselor sticks with you until you are qualified for the NACA program.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens after you get qualified?
After you get qualified, you they have you do. You're constantly doing webinars. So
Okay.
once you get qualified, then you do the webinar to begin your housing search.
Mm-hmm.
So after you do that, they give you the certificate that you took, and then you will start looking for your home.
Okay.
They do have a network of real estate agents
Okay.
that are part of NACA, but that does not mean you have to use them.
Okay.
If you have a real estate agent in mind, you can use that real estate agent, but that real estate agent will have to register with NACA, meaning they just become part of their network, and it can lead to potential business for them in the future.
Okay. So before we got here, so you mentioned about, they pull your credit and everything. So, okay, let's say that someone's credit is not where it needs to be. How do they assist in that process, or what potentially could happen?
They work with you to clean up your credit. When I
Okay.
first started, I want to say the day I went to meet with my housing counselor was the day I decided I was going to start paying all my bills on time.
And what happened?
So she pulled my credit, and she was like, I had to explain why these were late. She told me I had to show consistency in paying bills on time. There were some debts that I had to, clear up.
Okay.
So she gave me an appointment to come back in 6 months with the steps that I needed to take, and I
Okay.
need to have worked on by the time she sees me again.
So they don't just leave you hanging or just turn you away. They will walk you through the process, but you have your homework to do as well.
Yes.
Okay, I got a question here. So Quan is saying, what are some of the qualifications?
What do you mean by like the qualifications?
So, Quan, are you speaking of in purchasing the home or qualifying to be a part of the program? Let us know so we can get the correct answer for you, Quan. She's asking, what are some of the qualifications? So until she puts it in there while she's typing that in. So to become a part of NACA. She wants to know, like, are there any prerequisites to be a part of the NACA program? I mean, I know you go through the workshop, but what are the qualifications? None.
There are none. You just sign up, take their class, and you go from there.
Okay. So, and how long did it take you to get from start to finish? What was the length of time for you? And I'm certain that it would be different for everybody depending on what they need to work on, correct?
Correct. From
Okay.
start to finish, from the time I took the class until the time I actually closed on my house, it was a year.
1 year. That's
Yes.
awesome. And I know you had a few things that you needed to do, so we'll get over there. Michelle is asking, is there a certain credit score you need? So do you know the range that
they really don't look at your credit score, because
Okay.
you may have some deficiencies on your credit report.
Mhm.
They'll have you working on them, and as you work on them and clear up your credit, your score goes up.
Okay. All right. So I see some more viewers popping on. I just want to catch you up to where we are. And thank you so much, viewers, for popping on. When I'm looking down, I'm not bored. I'm actually taking notes in one hand and looking over at my phone to make certain that I don't miss any questions. So I just want you to understand what I'm doing, because I'm very interested on everybody that I bring on. So guys, we're talking about the NACA program, which is the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. It is a national program. So even if you don't live here in Connecticut, where Cassandra and I are, you can go online still. What she's established is that you can go, and I have it up here on NACA.com, and you can first take the workshop. There is a 4-hour online workshop that you take. And And after that, after you take the workshop, help me again. Is that when you get a counselor, a NACA person?
Yes.
Okay, so you get a NACA counselor, or give me the right name again.
Housing counselor.
Housing counselor. I'm writing it down so I can remember. You get a housing counselor, guys, who will then walk you through the next steps of what you need to do. And it sounds like, of course, some people may have great credit. Some people may need to work on their credit. They're not turning anyone away. They will work with you and give you your homework assignment as to what you need to do to get those scores up. Am I correct, Cassandra?
Right.
Okay. And in Cassandra's case, it took her 1 year to purchase her home. So we are, and please, if you have questions, keep putting them in the comment section so we can ask Cassandra and get the correct answer. Again, everybody's experience might be a little different only because your credit might be in another place, or, one of the things that I skip reiterating is that Cassandra was able to let them know how much she wanted to pay monthly, and that included insurance and taxes, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So where we are right now is we stopped at the credit part. You had to work on some things with your credit as your score went up. And then where did we go from there?
From there, when I was NACA qualified, and then I moved on to the house search, which started the whole mortgage process.
Okay, the house search started the mortgage process.
And that's when they start asking for your tax returns and all your bank statements, and they are nosy.
So on this side of it, Cassandra, what can you tell people to begin to keep together, or the paperwork? What should they have together once they get to that part? Like you told us the tax paperwork. What other documents should they have?
Okay, you need 2 years of your 2 years of tax returns. They're also going to ask you for your tax transcripts, which you can get from the IRS. They ask
tax
transcript.
Transcript. Okay. Yeah.
They ask you for a year's worth of bank statement. If you have savings accounts, they want that information too.
Okay. So let me pause right there. Can you have too much money in the bank?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
If you take a large withdrawal out, you better be ready to tell why.
If you took a large amount out, you need to tell why. Okay.
Yes. And if you have a large amount deposited into your account, they're going to ask you where you got the money from.
Okay. It better be a gift, right?
Not even a gift. A friend of mine gave me money to put my account to write a check for him.
Hmm.
I had to have that person write a letter for me stating that he gave me X amount of money on this date for this reason.
Okay. So they're going through it. They're looking at all of the transactions.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So now we know. All right. So you said if you have a savings, any large deposits or large withdrawals, they may question that, and you will probably have to get something notarized maybe to let them know. All right. And then what happened? And then what else happened? Oh, what other documents?
Okay. Your pay stubs.
Okay.
Any pensions or anything you have, they want that too.
What about utilities, or do you have to show those things?
No.
Okay. Any other forms or documents that you can think of?
So I just got like one big like accordion folder.
Okay.
And I just put all my information in that.
Okay.
Because I want to say in the book you receive, it'll tell you what you need.
So you'll find this information out in the workshop or after you're qualified?
In the workshop.
Okay, perfect. So you find out all of this information during that 4-hour online workshop. And
yes.
you can.
Yeah, because they give you a booklet and it tells you what you need to become NACA qualified.
Okay, awesome. And it's something that everybody pretty much can work towards.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you got all of your paperwork in, and then what was your next step? The next step to getting closer to your purchase.
After that, it was the house hunting.
Okay. How did
Which
that
can
go
be
for you?
frustrating, yet exciting. It was exciting, but it taught me how to have patience
Okay.
because I had found a house, and mind you, it was like soon as I was not qualified to go house search, that's when the
Mhm.
pandemic hit.
Okay.
I found this half a duplex, found it, liked it, and the day 2 days before my inspection was scheduled, the seller pulled out the deal.
Oh,
So I was heartbroken.
yeah, disappointing. Yes, disappointing.
So then I had to go back and I found another house. And actually the house that I bought was really not one of my choices. One of my friends was like, go look at the house.
Mhm.
I took my son with me. We came, looked at the house. The house was moving ready. It was empty. We came in, we looked at the kitchen, and my son said, this is it.
Really?
So
What was it that really hooked you about your place? I mean, he said the kitchen, but I mean,
it was the kitchen.
it was the kitchen. So what about the kitchen then? What about the kitchen?
My kitchen, if you walk in, my kitchen has an island.
Okay.
And in the center of the island is the sink.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And we just fell in love with that.
All right. All right. So come on, take us further. Take us down this road.
So now that we found the house, we did the letter, we did all the we did the inspections, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So my initial closing date, I found the house, I want to say March.
Okay.
I found the house. My initial closing was set for May 15th.
Okay.
May 15th came, we didn't close. Then we had to move it out to like May 30th.
Okay.
The 30th came, we still didn't close. So now I'm getting frustrated. Sellers getting frustrated because they kept coming back with stuff. So then here we are in June. It was like June 15th. I'm like, okay, like what's going on? So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of had to write a letter to NACA and like CC everybody, like, you know, what's going on. And
Sure.
then it needed verbal verification of employment. Even though I'm uploading my pay stubs, they need a verbal verification that I still work where I worked.
Okay.
In a pandemic when everyone teleworks sometimes and nobody's in the office,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the bank couldn't reach anyone. Although my HR person called and left a message saying I still work there. So eventually I ended up closing. June 15th turned into June 30th.
Okay.
And that's when I closed at my house.
So I want to ask a question about deposit. So now, how did that work for you? And what can you suggest? Like, how much money should you have for your deposit and the closing? And I certainly would vary for everybody depending on what their purchase is. But what are your suggestions for preparing for that deposit and for the closing?
Okay, let me go all the way back to the mortgage. I said, they tell you based on what you say you want to pay for a mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
they tell you how much you need to have saved.
Okay.
So my savings fund was $5,000. They told me I had
Okay.
to save at least $5,000.
Okay.
And that's one of the other NACA qualified. Once you have that amount saved up,
Mm-hmm.
that's part of becoming NACA qualified.
Oh, okay. All right. And I know you told me some other things about the closing. I believe when you close, you actually got money back. So it was not $5,000 that you had to give them, correct?
No,
Yeah, I remember that
out of
part.
pocket with my deposit and closing costs, I only came out with $2,300.
Wow.
And the majority of that was the deposit.
Wow.
Put down at my house.
So
and
guys,
one thing I will
go
say
ahead.
NACA does not like doing, NACA doesn't really want to give you money back. So if, you know how some people go through programs, they be like, oh, at closing costs, I got like $10,000 back.
Mhm.
NACA will pay down your interest rate. They would rather pay down your interest rate and than to give you
the cash
a
back.
check for $5,000.
Okay. Okay.
They paid down my interest rate to the point, and I don't mind sharing it. My interest rate on my mortgage is 1.625.
Nice. 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 I just want to pause real quick. Guys, please, if you'll share this video again, if you're on YouTube, YouTubers, please share. I want to make certain that somebody is getting this information. Yes, you can go on NACA.com, but here's somebody who has walked this journey. So please, please, please like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. But please share this particular video because with everything that's going on, I believe that somewhere between now and I don't know when, home purchases are going to be a lot lower than pre-COVID. So this may be a good time even to get pre-approved. Is there a time for, and again, I know that they will speak with you about this, but Cassandra, is there a time frame, like once you're NACA approved, are there any expirations on things like, okay, I'm NACA approved, I'm working with the real estate agent. Is there an expiration time, or do you just keep going until you find your home purchase and
keep going? Close? You keep going until you close.
Now, I have to say, I have another person that I know who's gone through this process. And even as I was promoting today's segment, I have another young lady who said she knew someone who also closed. She said, you guys better get your home because I know people who close as well through the NACA program. So guys, listen, this is something that it's definitely doable. And I'd be very, very happy to pay less than what I'm paying for where I am. I mean, I love my place, but I am really considering a home purchase. Everybody doesn't want a home, that's okay. So, but this is just good information. I want to make certain we get the word out about it. So I know you said that it was challenging for you to close. I mean, with that last little piece, it wasn't challenging for you to close, but they gave you one day, then you actually closed on another day. So give us some of your challenges outside of that, going through the program. What was a challenge or what seemed frustrating other than what you've already told us?
That, and then going through the process of you can't spend money.
Okay, so discipline.
So trust me, you don't, and they tell you don't make the large purchases.
Okay, so you don't want to purchase the car and really big
and I had to actually get car repairs during this whole process.
Okay.
So yes, I had to tell them I had to pay for this. But don't go purchase that living room set. Or don't go purchase that kitchen set that once you find your house and like, oh, I need this.
So with you saying that, what would be the time frame? So for instance, I'm going to take the workshop February 13th. How should I stop now and not make a large purchase? Like, what's the time frame? How close is too close? Or will they tell you that as well during the workshop?
Well, when you see that living room set you want, when should you go buy it?
I'm just saying.
If you close on April 14th, you better go buy that living room set on April 15th.
So basically, work to do your large purchases after you close, is what you're saying. Okay. All right. And then tell us the flip side of it. Give us. I mean, when you were talking to me offline, what were the greatest benefits? And guys, if you have any other questions, please put them out there so I can put them out here to Cassandra so you can get a live version of her experience or just get some more information. So if you have a question or comment, please put it in the comment section and I will certainly bring it out and get an answer for you. So Cassandra, tell us about some of the what was really good or a great benefit? What was attractive to you as you were going through the process?
One thing going through this process, I would tell you, you have to have that friend that is going to support you on this journey. And that will say, when you want to go to the store to buy those dishes or something, no, we can't do it. Because there was a time I would go on Walmart and I wouldn't have my friend with me. She would FaceTime me.
That's funny.
And she'd be like, wait a minute, step back. You're in Walmart. Get out of there. And I even went to the store because I seen the living room set I wanted. And I went to the store. I knew I couldn't take money from my savings or my checking account, but I had my Cash App card that my tax clients would use. Yes, I also do income taxes. That my tax clients would send their payments to. So I went into the furniture store and they know me real well. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this living room set on layaway. The lady in the store asked me, she goes, does your mortgage people know about this money? I was like, no. It was like, she said, okay, so we'll let you put it on layaway. She goes, because if they knew about it, they were not going to allow me to put my living room set on layaway because they knew I couldn't make large purchases.
So if you are going to make a purchase, it cannot be, you cannot withdraw it out of your account or use a credit card. It would have to be
money that they didn't know about.
Okay, so other streams of income. Got it.
And if you have other streams of income, you better not tell them because they'll monitor that too.
Girl, you better stop talking about stuff here. They gonna.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, I was trying to hide money. I was trying to hide.
Oh my God, Cassandra is crazy. Okay, guys, we're gonna have integrity. Don't listen to Cassandra with that part.
And pay cash for your donuts or your Starbucks. If they see those withdrawals, they're gonna ask you about them. They're gonna tell you, stop drinking so much coffee.
You know, okay. So you're saying a large purchase, but then you said something about dishes. Now, I guess it would depend on what kind of dishes you got. That would not be a major purchase, though.
What did you, if you got $80 spent in Walmart and you use your debit card and they going through your statement, what did you spend $80 on at Walmart?
Gotcha. Okay, so if you, and this is good to know though. I mean, so are you working off of a budget during that time? Do you have to write out like a budget? Like what are what's my grocery cost and what are my utilities? Is that something that you write off? Write out
that they make you do. Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. So it is going to be some discipline. Now, I got another question because there are a lot of Christians on here. We both tithe and we sow seeds.
That is included in your budget.
Okay, excellent. All right, I'm just saying because the seed is going to help many of us get that home purchase. Okay,
they include that in your budget. And can I just go back a little bit to talk about mortgage payments?
Absolutely.
When I said I wanted to pay no more than $1,000.
Okay.
At the time, I was sharing an apartment with my mother. We lived together, and our rent was $1,450. Okay. I was only paying $750, so I had to show what they call shock payment, where I was making up that additional $250 to be able to afford $1,000. So if you're paying $700 now, and you want a mortgage of $1,000, you have to show, in addition to paying that $700 on time, saving that $300.
Okay.
That makes up the $1,000.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. I see some fam on here. Hey, Clyde, happy belated birthday. So this is about the NACA program, and you can go on NACA.com, just reiterating here, and you can sign up for their 4-hour online workshop. During that workshop, they will tell you everything you need to know. Once you get through the first process, you become NACA qualified, and you get a housing counselor. The housing counselor is going to walk with you until you get to the point of getting either a NACA or a real estate agent, which has to be NACA, pre-NACA qualified or approved through the NACA program.
No, they don't have to. They don't have to be a NACA real estate agent. But if you pick someone, because my real estate agent, I found on my own, so she registered with NACA.
She had to register. Okay, so if you have your own real estate agent, that agent has to register with the NACA program. All right, that makes sense. So the first step towards all of this, guys, is to go on NACA.com, and I have it posted up there, and sign up for the workshop, which is online. It's a national program. You don't have to live where we live. You can go there and find and look up the workshop in your state, and make sure if you are someone that speaks only English, because they have it in different languages, make certain you check the date as well as English or whatever language it is that you speak. And you will get all of the information that you need to do this program. And also, Cassandra said that in her experience, she was able to purchase her home in 1 year. She was also able to tell them that what mortgage payment she was comfortable with. So that all of this is really, really good information. If you have issues with your credit, they will work with you to get that credit score where it needs to be. You will actually have homework assignments. You have to save X amount of dollars, which you would have to do anyway if you were purchasing on your own. This just actually gives you someone to walk through this process with you that is very knowledgeable, and making certain that you reach your goal of purchasing a home. You will not be turned away. Now, this is something I remember, Cassandra, you said that there wasn't the house was all redone, but there was an issue with the shingles or something on the roof. Something you said, and I know you stated that they don't just leave you hanging. So tell us about that situation and how they stuck with you through that process.
Okay, well, during the inspection period, they discovered the shingles on my house. They had about a year left of life expectancy. So what NACA did was, because I was making that repair, they had me get bids on how much it would cost to replace the roof.
Okay.
So I got a bid for $4,500. So what NACA did was they added $5,600 onto my original loan amount.
Okay.
Added in another $5,600, put that money in escrow so I can replace the roof. And the balance, which I didn't use, the balance left, they just paid down the principal of my mortgage.
Okay, so help me understand. They put the amount for the repair on the back end of your mortgage?
No, the front, they just added to it.
But it's something that didn't come out of your pocket, right? You didn't have to.
No.
Okay.
No, they just put money set aside in escrow for when I get ready to do my roof. And then once I did my roof, the bank paid the contractor, and then the remaining balance that was left over, they just applied to the principal to pay down the principal.
Okay. So that's pretty awesome, because you know it had to be done, and since you were the one that had to take care of it, at least it wasn't like, oh my God, I got this house and now I got to pull out this money, this big chunk of money for this repair. So that's absolutely awesome. That's a wonderful thing. Anything else?
It did not impact my monthly mortgage payment of less than $1,000.
Wonderful. That's good to know. Absolutely wonderful. So guys, we're about to wrap it up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments now. We're about to wrap it up, and this has been absolutely wonderful. Again, this is the NACA program, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. It's a national program. You can go on to NACA.com and sign up for that 4-hour online workshop and get more information or get started. I know quite a few people now that have gone through this program. So it is a quick happening thing. People are doing it. They're finding out about it. So you want to go ahead and go over there and sign up so you can get a date that's sooner rather than later. I know the first time I signed up, I don't know what came up, but I wasn't able to take that workshop. And then I had to wait until February. So I've waited probably about 5 or 6 months now for this date that's coming up. I won't miss this one. It's on a Saturday morning. I'll be right there, pen in hand. So I don't see any questions. You can always go back and review this video, or you can go on NACA.com. I'm certain all of the information is there. I just wanted you to hear a real life person's journey. I want to thank Cassandra. And Cassandra, I heard you say it, so it's okay for me to say it. Cassandra does do taxes through the, how do you say it, program?
I don't personally do them through VITA, but
Okay.
the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, located downtown Bridgeport. Marcy, if you're watching, I hope I'm right when I say 350 Fairfield Avenue.
I know, right? I see her on here. So is that through Career Resources?
Yes.
All right. So that, yeah, there's so much movement going on. You can look up Career Resources in Bridgeport, and then you can ask them about the tax program if you're looking for someone to do your taxes. Quan, you are so welcome. Everybody, I'm so glad that you're here. Cassandra, I appreciate you. And if anyone wants to reach Cassandra, you can reach out to me. Okay, so Marcy's saying everything is online due to the pandemic. Marcy, what is it? Do they go through Career Resources? Please comment on what they would look for online, and I can share that information. So right now we're speaking in regards to the taxes. And if you want to reach Cassandra, how can people reach you?
You can reach me. My email is cassedmonds@gmail.com.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it up there real quick. I'm flying solo. Okay. So CASS
EDMONDS
MONDS
at gmail.com.
All right. This is Cassandra's who I use, so I trust her. I just want to vouch for her. So, okay, I didn't get rid of the NACA thing. Where's my son? There we go. Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Gail, thank you. Gail is telling me, she's saying that she's heard great things about the NACA, good things about the NACA program. Thank you for that. Thank you. I have as well. So guys, you can check that out. If you're interested in Cassandra doing your taxes, she's very good, very timely. That's her email where you can reach her. And Cassandra, I want to thank you so much for your time. I so appreciate you. And we will talk. Absolutely. We'll talk real soon, Cassandra.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
You as well. All right, guys. So there you have it. The NACA program, NACA. Hold on. Again, I'm flying solo. We're talking about the NACA. There you go, the NACA program. And you can just go on that website and you'll get all the information that you need in regards to the online workshop. It is a 4-hour online workshop. You'll get all the information. I hope you enjoyed Cassandra's journey. She is very, very happy with her place. And that's what you want when you make a major purchase. You want to be happy. I just want to, again, let you know, for anyone that's interested in walking with me through my fitness and health journey, you can go on my Facebook page, which is Healthy People Making Healthy Choices. I'll be glad to have you there. If you're looking for an accountability partner, we're doing it there. Also, next week, I just want to let you know that we will be talking about what's going on. There's a lot going on in our world. So I'm going to have a panel on, and we're going to be talking about our new administration in our nation, social injustice, the pandemic, we're going to be talking about some things. And if there's something you want to talk about, please come on and we'll discuss it with you too. Bring your topics. Yes. So I'm just looking at my comments. Sign up soon. The earliest date is in March. Now, is that for NACA, Rita? And Gail is saying, can we watch this later? Absolutely. You'll be able to view this either on YouTube or on While We Wait, or even on my page. Yes, you absolutely can. You can see this video as many times as you want. On my YouTube page, it's under R. Patrice Bryant, but you'll see While We Wait there, or Facebook. It will also be, it will say While We Wait or R. Patrice Bryant. Okay, so Rita is saying, the earliest date for NACA is in March. So guys, you want to check it out and sign up real soon. Thank you very much, Rita, for that information. And thank you, Gail. Thank you to all my viewers. So next week, we're going to be talking about what's going on. Yes, ma'am, Rita, we covered all of that. Thank you. Yes, the workshop, that's the first thing. So yes, ma'am, you're going to go on that NACA.com and you're going to sign up for that workshop. Thank you for that information. I appreciate you so much. So next week we're hanging out and with some people. I have a young lady from California. I have a sister friend from Florida, and I have a gentleman right now from Connecticut, and there may be others, and you'll see who they are really, really soon. Also on February 11th, in honor of Valentine's Day, this is not a married or a singles thing, but I will be streaming live from Respect Nutrition in Bridgeport, Connecticut, who is one of the hubs for Herbalife. I'll be there with Ariana, and I'll be promoting her products. I will also have on Dina Sweets, Miss Issa Noble, will be selling her, oh, you've got to see her treat. She does like the different colored chocolate covered strawberries and all of that stuff I don't need right now. I will also have Miss Shanae Drakes, who is a paparazzi representative, and I'm looking to bring in a couple more people. I've even got a couple of people coming on to sing. So it's going to be a wonderful experience. This is February 11th in honor. It's going to be our love segment. It's going to be about love and commitment, not the oozy, goozy, cushy emotional love, but we're going to come from a different angle. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to purchase. You'll be able to share your questions or comments and have a good time. Here's some good entertainment. I hope you'll come back next week. We'll be back February 4th. It's the first Thursday in February, already at 4 p.m. So people, remember, thank you again so much. Please share the video. Please share the video. If you go on YouTube, please like and share and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications of when we're on. Sometimes I just pop on. I appreciate you all so much. I absolutely love doing this. I love sharing information and promoting other people and giving information that is good for you. I want to keep people in the know. So thank you so much. Tara, thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you next week. Remember, be strong, be wise. Keep enhancing your life while we wait, because life is worth living. Appreciate you all so much. And please keep giving me your feedback. It so helps me. It so helps me. It so helps me. All right, guys. Talk to you real soon. Be well and be safe.
I stay wise. I enhance my life. I stay strong. I stay wise. I'll enhance